one of my most memorable battles was in high school. This rapper from another school came up to our school with a crew of dudes, and we met in front of the school, and there had to be 50 people standing there while we went back and forth, verse for verse for verse. Not very different than what you see today. There was no beat, but you had somebody maybe doing the or something like that was going on, but it was just straight lyrics, and it was school kids, and but it was no threat of a fight or anything like that going on, but it was just about I'm better than you, so I'm coming up to your school to prove I'm better than you. And I've been in a couple of those kind of situations. I battled another dude in Brooklyn at a club on Fulton Street. This dude named Raven T from a group called the Diss Masters. Now their group was called the Diss Masters because that's all they did. They wrote battle rhymes and they diss rappers. That's what they went around town doing. And we were in like 5 rounds back and forth and held my own against him. He had to shake my hand at the end because he was so used to just crushing dudes that he had to give it up. Like, yo, I can't front, man. Yo, you did your thing, whatever. So what you're seeing today is just really a resurgence of what used to happen back in the days. A little bit bigger audiences now. Obviously, the popularity is a little bit more. I actually like where it's going.
There's a lot more disrespect, though. I'm just say that. So that's kind of why I don't do it at all. Like, I don't know if I could sit there and have some dude yell in my face, the brim smacking you here and all that. Like, it's a little crazy out there right now. I remember I spoke to it was Goods at a battle, and he kind of broke it down to me. Because I don't even think they picked who's the winner no more. Like, I think it's kind of just whatever the crowd feels. So you stand there, you get disrespected to the point where you're ready to punch somebody in your face, but you're risking losing that money. So sometimes it's like 10 grand on the table. So I kind of get it, as he broke it down to me like that. I think I could stand there and let somebody disrespect me verbally for 10 seconds. But when dudes be all up in your face, I don't know, man. I'm from the era when we rhymed, you kept your distance. You got too close, you got snuffed.
Right.
Hence, math.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I enjoy the wordplay, man. Dudes is clever, man. I mean, I think it keeps me kind of on my toes with being sharp. And then for me, I'm competitive with them on a basis of trying to be outthought. Like people trying to outthink me with things. So like seeing these dudes on stage come up with stuff, it kind of inspires me when I'm writing to not just the first line is it. Because these dudes is coming with tons of things that I might have never thought of, but those things and those thoughts are always there. So it's always been like that. Now it's like more, like Punch said, it's a little more disrespectful. But
just to add on too, one of the differences between then and now is that now they actually give who you're gonna battle, and you have a month or 2 months or whatever it is to write rhymes specifically about that person. So you go on the internet, you do research, you find out his mother's name, his brother was in jail, his sisters got pregnant, all this stuff, and then you have all of this information, and then you bring that to the battle. Whereas back in the day, you had to have your battle rhymes ready and be able to basically tailor what you wrote to the person. You know what I mean? You might have wrote, "And your shoes are bummy," but he had on sneakers, so you got to change it to your sneakers are so. The preparation was different now than compared to back then.
I think you need to have a rhyme with a beat. A lot of those rhymes ain't fitting on no track, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I like Ness though. I like Ness from Philly because his rhymes, I know they flow on the track though. So even when he's saying the acapellas, I'm even more into it because I know that's rhyming on the beat and I've heard them on the track. A lot of the dudes in those battles, those rhymes ain't on it. It's more spoken word like. So I would like a rhyme with a track. And let them spit it. If they got whatever 60 bars or whatever they want to do, spit it on the track. I would be more into that.